Welcome, cultivators. So yesterday, 2 days ago, we did a live, and I was harvesting, but I didn't harvest everything. Hold on, there's like a hue on you guys. Let's get you guys together. Okay. I was harvesting, didn't harvest everything, then realized I didn't harvest everything. I was like, oh, there's more things. So we're gonna finish up that harvest today, and we're also gonna get our seedlings started. Now I was trying to get ready for fall and get our fall plant started. However, we had 90-degree weather a few days ago. So there's no rush. I did plant a lot of lettuce. I am quite worried because that's 90 degrees is too hot for lettuce. And I put a lot of lettuce seedlings, but hopefully it'll get cool soon. We don't have to worry about that. Talk about planting seedlings. Let's just go through what we're going to be doing today. So today we're going to be finishing our harvest. So we have indoor harvest with peppers. It's pouring rain outside. And we're going to be planting some seedlings to plant outside. Some of our plants that we'll be planting, some more seedlings, because we planted seedlings last time. We're planting some more seedlings to get started. All right, well, it's good to the garden. Let's get started. From our holiday, we did have some plants that, took it hard for the weeks that we were out. Of course, there is no, what do you call it again? Garden. There's no vacation mode for real plants. So they, did the best they could for the time they had. And now we're going to have to just trim them down and just let them regrow and bring themselves back. But as part of the trimming process, we're going to harvest. So it's not putting too much pressure on the plant. So we're going to harvest the peppers that grew. So of course, as you can see here, we have some peppers that grew. So let's harvest these out. A lot of the plant did dry out. These peppers weren't here when we left. We're just going to be harvesting our peppers. A bowl here. Bring the bowl closer. This is actually the other bowl stays here. Just going to put the peppers in there as we harvest them out. Of course, we're going to get all these dead leaves off so the plant can get some time to regenerate now that it has water, had a nice drink. It doesn't have to support all these leaves nor all this harvested plants. And of course, any stems that aren't doing well, I'm just going to take them directly off from now. Let's see how the light's going there, because I know that, it's not too bad. This plant has a lot of backlighting going on. We got that in there. Just going to harvest as much as we can. Off of this plant. And of course, some of them have been here very long. Oh, wow. Is this 2 on 1 thing? All right. So we got quite a few peppers here that ripened over the vacation time. So if you have plants, you can still go on vacation, even on the ones that aren't in vacation mode. Sometimes they do come back. When you come back, they're not feeling tip-top condition if you're not watering them in the time period. This is a little over 2 weeks, but it doesn't mean it's going to die. The plant can still recover. Actually, I'm taking this whole branch off. There we go. When the plant is working so hard to keep so much alive, it's harder for it to come back. So sometimes I cut larger pieces of the plant off and let it regenerate fresher, and so it could focus its energy into certain spaces. And once it's focused in its energy, then it doesn't have to work as hard to grow new leaves, because it won't be working on trying to heal the ones that are just hanging on by a thread. So you just get rid of the stuff that's hanging on by a thread, which was that section. This section has like a lot of dry leaves, but still okay. Other than that, I did water it once I came back. So it's still, working on, making a comeback. Let's see. But everything that's dry, just want to snip it off. and let the plant grow back. All right, so we have our peppers here. These are the peppers that we got off of this plant, which is a good amount for a plant that was just hanging out over the time. Now let's go do some more harvesting. We have more peppers. So these are sweet peppers, nice and red. Then we have these peppers, which are a little harder to get to. So we don't have any plants. You can see the water is pouring down out there. We don't really have much plants inside because all of our kitchen plants are outside. This plant I didn't take out. I just repotted it. And the other plants are plants that my son had in his room. So his plants, he brought his plants in here. He is north facing. So as I said about things north facing, you want to get them with better, more light. So he brought it here, which is a south facing room, to get better light. So on this side is where we have all the peppers growing. So let's see how we're gonna tackle this. So I guess we could just start snipping and hold the thing back and start cutting the peppers. Hope I'm not blocking the camera too much. It shouldn't be. These are hot peppers. These are sourced from, like it was sourced from a seed. Just planted the seed. And peppers are really good that we liked. So they just grew through the shades. There we go. Okay, we're getting this. The interesting thing is that the shade supported them and held them up, because as soon as you take them out, the plant is so heavy, it's weighing down. The shade is weighing down. I mean, the amount of peppers are being weighed down by the plant. The shades are kind of holding them up. So there's a whole lot of peppers here on this branch that was hanging out through. So let's get all these peppers off now. Hopefully it stays up. Let's start at the furthest one, closest one to me. There's got a lot of hot peppers. So I like to put them when I'm making rice. Of course, I don't make that much rice. So I probably will be making a sauce and storing these. I'll definitely go live when I decide what I'm gonna do. Good thing about these is they don't spoil quickly. Take very long. I'm also gonna probably give some of these away. And then make a sauce with the rest of them. And then, so I can season food. So you got some more here. So the plants grow where they know they'll get the most. And this plant just reached through. Said, you know what? And it's interesting, this is that direction. Well, it gets a lot of light from that direction. Here's our plant on the other side of our, so this is a lot of peppers here. They grew through. These are hot peppers, very spicy. This plant grew very large. I did cut it back a lot last year before the season, and that's the good thing and the okay thing about with peppers. You cut them back, they grow back. So that's why I'm not worried about the one just now that we cut back. This one I cut back a lot, and then I potted it into a much larger pot than it was in. I have that video. I also have a short of that. Earlier on my channel of us repotting this repotting this plant. Yeah, my favorite thing to do is I boil the rice, and while it's boiling, I put the pepper on top. I don't pop it. A lot more heat comes from when it's popped and open. So that's why sometimes I think I might pickle these instead of putting them in a sauce. I am going to put some in the sauce. There's so many peppers. We have choices. So some of these are going to go in a sauce, and some of these we're going to pickle. Very spicy. I think I'm going to test them to see what level are they on the Scoville meter. Squeezing over here. Find out exactly what level is next to it. Yep. Alrighty. So we got all these peppers out. You can see the tree's a lot bigger now that it's not behind the window shade. Pretty good. And these are all the peppers that we harvested today. So we got more than a handful, several handfuls of peppers for today's kitchen harvest. And this is a plant that never went outside. This is an indoor only plant. We got all these peppers. And what I do with these is continuous harvest, which means that I harvest, and then as it grows, I harvest again, and then it grows, and I just keep on harvesting inside year round. And the next thing we have on our list to do today is plant some of our seedlings. Let me put this here.